I found another better ruin, and this ruin is built by my friend Dampus. It's called, if I can pronounce this correctly, Visingsborg Castle. Visingsborg Castle. It might be Visingsborg Castle, but I think it's Visingsborg Castle. And it comes in various forms, one of the more ruined or less ruined. And this is gorgeous. It has actually really benefited by spawning in the place it is, because it's peridotite, and the look of it is absolutely beautiful. This peridotite stone, it really looks like a ruin, and you normally find it where you've got this beautiful wall here, and then you have this extra wall at the side. Now this is quite a dangerous ruin. I'm going to give it a try into game mode 1, which is the survival, and see how we get on with it. But look at it. I'm really benefiting from September and autumn at the moment. Over there, those 4 maples are the lovely contemplation area that I found, that was built by Shikitochi. But this one, look at the way that this walnut tree has come in just in the middle of this beautiful courtyard. Now this wall sort of extends here, and it looks beautiful because it's got archways through it. There is then another archway through the main castle, and that looks as if it should go somewhere, but it doesn't. But this archway goes all the way through the main castle. And as I said, this castle in autumn, it's just gorgeous. Let's go back to where the entrance is, which is through here, and have a little look at it as we look through the autumn arches. Oh, so gorgeous. Now up here, we have a wild black currant bush floating. Now in here you can see this, I believe, must have been some sort of grand entrance. It looks like a portico was above there, or it might have been another room. But it does look a little bit like an entrance. We have a room here with furniture which is intact that we can pick up, with the metal spikes that seem to be one of the signatures of the BetterRuins build. Ah! Oh my gosh. Let's not tangle with that. Okay. Right, I think that was a little bit ambitious. Let's go back to creative, then it is not going to hurt us. Like most BetterRuins ruins. Oh, it may have been a pair of rooms. Look, there's another room up here. Yeah, this doesn't have a doorway or anything going anywhere. It is just a room. So coming up here, hello my horrible friend. Yeah, nasty thing. They really are. Really nasty. Beautifully crafted. We have an altar and a book. Yeah, it looks as if someone's been praying. Little stools. Yeah, maybe it was a gathering place for contemplation and prayer. We keep going up here, and this is the next room over, where we've got chests. Ooh, we've got bandage. Yeah, you need bandages here. Spelt seeds, scrolls. We've got ancient beds that would be very useful. We've got more seeds and a pair of trousers. Always good. Aha, intact age torch holders. Starting to really rejoice every time I see those. Now, do we have a staircase up here? We do not. Do we have a staircase up from here? Of course we do. Guarded by you, horrible little thing. So up here, wow, this has truly collapsed, hasn't it? Really fallen in. Oh my gosh. Nothing in that chest. And we've got bricks and a cylinder in that chest. What else have we got? Picking my way across the debris. Nothing there. Bone meal. And then there is a piece up there that I don't see an easy way up to, except that I am in creative. And here we have another chest, empty. I wonder if they're designed to be this empty, or whether it is something that is there because of the changes, because this is the version of BetterRuins that fits with the 1.22 update. Yeah, that's empty as well. Aged crates. Okay, so this is the upper story. Having a look at it, beautiful. It's got this lovely area that obviously was a roof at some point, but has disintegrated. Now there is an underneath part to this castle. Let me go and see if I can find it, because if we go down here, I believe that's the passageway through. Where is the route down? I know that there is one. Oh, we're right out here now. Let me have a careful look round at this gorgeous build. Ah, here we go. Under here. So, look at this. This looks like somewhere that jailers would rest. Ooh, rope, carrots, that's a nice chest full. More little seats. Another chest there. Ooh, walnut seeds. Elk blankets, great. But when we go down here, no, look at this. More chests, but look at this, railings everywhere, and they've got cells. Some poor guy's died there, slipped out of the manacles when he died. And round here, more manacles. I mean, this is grim. Another person who's died. And these cells have nothing in them, but of course, if you take the iron bars, they make beautiful fences. Someone's banging their head against a brick wall. Yeah, let me see, is there any route through here? Any other route? Nope. Any route through here? I'm just looking for another route down in case there is one. No, there is not. Okay, I think that is the whole of the castle. And as I said, you will come across this in various stages of ruin. I think this is one of the more ruined ones, but I think that's a really beautiful build. And when I look at these builds, I always think, could I take this over as my own home? And apart from the fact, I mean, this would make a good cellar down here. You could empty it all out. I have to say that the saw blade locust is an unattractive feature of this build. But apart from that, there are torch holders. You could use some of the blocks to roof over each section. You know, there are rooms that would be easy to secure to start with. And then wouldn't it be lovely to have sort of glass in here? I mean, beautiful, beautiful place. So I think this would make a really nice home. Really, really nice. You've got plenty of blocks around that you could pick up and utilise. And this shield wall is lovely because, I mean, if I were here, I would, you know, use some of the blocks here to complete this courtyard, and then I would put my farms here or on one of these sides. But this is not only beautiful, it's useful, and I do think it's a really, really nice ruin. My friend Dampus is an extraordinarily good builder, and this is based on an actual castle, and I think the fact that it's based on an actual castle gives it that feeling that you could actually move in. I would love to have found this right at the beginning. Whether you cope with them or not. At the beginning is a different issue. You might have to work your way up to inhabiting this. But I love this ruin. I think it's fantastic. It is, I think, one of the most beautiful ruins, and particularly in peridotite, in autumn. I mean, fantastic. All right, my friends, I'm now going to go underground, so that is the ruin, but I do want to see if there's anything underneath this ruin and make sure I've seen it. So as usual, I'm going to go into spectator mode, and I'm going to drop down under the castle just to see if there's anything underneath. Oh, those are the dungeons that we've seen. I thought that is a dead body, yes. Oh, whoa. This is interesting, because this seems to be linking. Oh, look at this. Oh my word. Bookcases. Oh, wow. But that is not near. That doesn't. This links to this cave. But does this cave link to anything? It does not. Yeah, that cave doesn't link. Huh. So you would get into this cellar. Is there any way of knowing that this links to a cave? There isn't, and the reason is that I think, like one of the other ruins I found, it is serendipitous that it has linked to this cave. I don't think you would easily work out that it was linked to a cave, because this is the wall, surely. Wow. So fantastic. And peridotite is lovely anyway. Well, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed this gorgeous ruin. Bye bye, my friends.